What's up, YouTube? Drew here, and you're with this 1989 JDM, and yes, I really do mean JDM, it's right-hand drive, Camry diesel, and we are doing something that is supposed to be very, very simple, which is change the oil, but unfortunately, if you look up there at that big, maybe I can't see it from down here anymore. Oh yeah, right there. That's the oil filter. It was screwed on right where you see that like accordion thing and that line go in a loop, almost like the letter J on its side. That's where it, well, actually right there in the dead center of your screen. See it? That's where the oil filter screwed on. But there is absolutely no way. I mean, no way that oil filter is coming out. This is the biggest opening in the entire car, and it's not coming out there. It won't even make it to the other side of the car, and there's no chance it's coming out the top. So I've done my fair share of exploring, and I'm convinced now that the only way it might come out is by removing this motor mount, which is just absolutely absurd. I can't imagine that Toyota manufactured a car that you need to remove a motor mount to change the oil, but yet here I am. It's an absolutely massive oil filter. You know, I don't have huge hands, but that should give you an idea. That's the shiny part inside the rubber ring there is like larger than the base of a can of pop, if that gives you an idea. This is a very large and strange oil filter, and as you see, there is just no getting it in there. It's just not going to happen. So, you know, obviously if I can't get the new one in, I can't get the old one out, right? So my thought is this motor mount right here, that's got to be it. There's no evidence on these. This car does 115,000 kilometers on it. There's no evidence on these that somebody had to take them off to, you know, change the oil in the past. There's no marks at all on those. So I'm kind of feeling like a little bit sheepish, if that's the word. Pardon the Aladdin movie reference. But yeah, I mean, you tell me, where in the world is that thing coming out? Maybe on its side right there. I don't know. I'm going to try. I'm going to figure it out. And then I'm going to tell you guys. I don't think many people are going to be helped. But, you know, that's, I guess, the purpose here, entertainment. There's not many of these cars in existence. They sent very, very few to the United States from 1983 to 1986. They sent none after that. This is a CV20 Camry. We would have got the CV10. But, so this very well may be the only one of these in the United States. There's not many left around the world, so but it's a great time. If this has been entertaining so far, give it a thumbs up. There's some content on this channel about this car, which I'll link in the description, but sit tight, and we're going to figure out how to get this done. And there it is, folks. You've literally got to have the steering wheel turned into the right position, and it just ever so slightly fits. On its side, I don't know what's the greater evil, putting the oil seal all up against the yoke there or putting it up against your exhaust. I'm doing this thankfully with the car cold, but not fun. So there it is. You see it with your own eyes. It can be done, maybe. Tough to do with one hand here. Looks like I'm caught up on this shield, but the majority of the oil filter is actually passed, and I need my other hand, so sit tight. Okay, folks, not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit irritated with Toyota. I mean, granted, they designed this car literally 40 years ago. I just can't believe how absolutely tight. I mean, there's this is touching on both sides, but if you flip the oil filter facing up, you gotta have the steering wheel pointed perfectly straight ahead, and it will slide out on top of, this is actually the first time it's been out in my hands. I knew it was gonna come out, so I grabbed the camera, but you've gotta get it from its home position on its back, if you will, and slide it. The opposite would be setting it here and going down underneath that flange. I'm going to be really careful when I put the new one on, you know, not to mangle the seal, but that's where it goes. It goes, you see that flat spot where it almost looks like there could be a grease fitting maybe on that yoke, but there's not. You just literally set it down on like this as a flat surface, if you will. Set it down on that, and it slides in towards its home position. That was absolutely insane. That was the worst oil change I have ever done by a landslide. So, you know, oil changes aren't supposed to be difficult. I've been a full-blown, well, professionally a full-blown, I guess you want to say, mechanic for over 5 years. I mean, we own a small car dealership, and I do all the work. But I've had, you know, collector cars and daily drivers and hoopties and beaters and all that crap for over 20 years and always worked on my own stuff. So, you know, for all intents and purposes, I'm a 21-year veteran mechanic, and I went like an hour into trying to get that oil filter out. This is not a fun one, but hey, maybe it's entertaining for you guys. You know, nice, beautiful diesel Toyota Camry, right-hand drive, and no, this model did not come to the United States. This is as JDM as it gets. Beautiful, beautiful car. But anyways, I'm Drew. I hope the video was entertaining. I know it wasn't helpful because this is like probably one of a few of these cars left in the world. I don't think anybody's daily driving them anymore. Not many people collecting them. So, you know, at that rate, I guess I hope it was entertaining. If it was, please give it a thumbs up and definitely subscribe to the channel. There's lots of JDM content. It's just usually not as quirky. But if you like quirky, this car is going to be a keeper for a while, and you'll be seeing a lot of stuff about it as I navigate through owning it, okay? All right, take care. God bless. Bye.